Today we're diving headfirst into UFC 314, live from the Kaseya Center in Miami, Florida on April 12, 2025. This card was stacked: title fights, knockouts, submissions, and yeah, even a Donald Trump sighting that had the crowd buzzing. So grab your energy drink, settle in, and let's unpack the highlights, results, ratings, and all the chaos from this epic night. Let's go! Alright, let's start with the main event: Alexander Volkanovski versus Diego Lopes for the vacant UFC featherweight championship. Ilia Topuria left the division for lightweight, so this was the battle to crown a new king at 145 pounds. Volkanovski, the Aussie legend, was looking to reclaim the throne he held for years, while Lopes, the surging Brazilian-Mexican contender, brought a 5-fight win streak and some serious hype. Here's the breakdown. Volkanovski showed his veteran savvy, controlling the pace with crisp striking and takedown defense, but Lopes kept it close with explosive flurries. In the end, Volk's cardio and experience sealed a unanimous decision, or Lopes shocked the world, catching Volk with a slick submission in round 3. This fight was a banger, pure heart and skill from both guys. I'm giving it a 4.5 out of 5 stars for delivering championship-level intensity. What did you all think? Drop your takes in the comments. Moving to the co-main event, we had Michael Chandler versus Paddy at lightweight. This one had fireworks written all over it. Chandler is a human highlight reel, and Paddy's the brash Brit with a cult following. 5 rounds on the table, and these two didn't disappoint. Paddy used his grappling edge, wearing Chandler down with a backpack-style game plan, but Chandler's power had us holding our breath for a comeback KO. Paddy pulled off the decision, but it was razor close, or Chandler turned back the clock, landing bombs and stopping Paddy in round 2. The crowd was electric, and I'm rating this a 4 out of 5 stars for non-stop action. Paddy's stock is soaring, or did Chandler steal the show? Let us know below. Now let's hit some prelim highlights, because UFC 314 brought the heat early. First up, Julian Erosa versus Darren Elkins at featherweight was straight-up chaos. Erosa turned it into a 1-round beatdown, landing vicious punches for a TKO at 4:15. Elkins is tough as nails, but Erosa was a man-possessed 3.5 star for that relentless finish. Then we had Michel Oleksichuk versus Cedric Dumas at middleweight. Oleksichuk swarmed Dumas with ground and pound for a TKO in just 2:49 of round 1. Clinical and brutal 3 stars for the quick work, and shout out to Nora Cornely, who locked up a rear naked choke on Haley Cohen at bantamweight in round 2. Cornely's patience paid off, even after missing weight 3 stars for the slick sub. The prelims set the tone, folks. Pure violence. Okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Donald Trump was in the house. The former and current U.S. president rolled up to UFC 314, and the Miami crowd gave him a massive pop. Reports say he was chilling ringside, sporting a Gulf of America hat, fresh off a motorcade with Elon Musk. Trump's no stranger to the UFC. He's boys with Dana White and has hit up events like UFC 302 and 309. Social media was lit with some fans hyped and others throwing shade over his tariff drama. Love him or hate him, Trump's appearance added that extra layer of spectacle. Did it distract from the fights? Nah, but it definitely got people talking. What's your take on celebs at UFC events? Hit us up in the comments. Let's wrap this up with the overall vibe and ratings. UFC 314 was a bright spot after a shaky start to 2025's PPV run. The main card delivered high stakes, the prelims had finishes galore, and the production was top-notch. Kaseya Center was popping. I'm giving the event a 4.2 out of 5 stars. It wasn't perfect, maybe a couple of fights dragged, but the big moments like Volk's comeback or Paddy's grit made it worth the price of admission. Viewership numbers aren't fully out yet, but early buzz suggests it pulled strong ESPN plus PPV buys, especially with Trump's cameo and the title fight hype. Compared to UFC 313's Pereira Ankalaeva snoozer, this felt like a return to form. What's next? UFC 315 in Montreal with Belal Muhammad versus Jack Della Maddalena. Mark your calendars for May 10th. That's a wrap on UFC 314 Avengers. Huge thanks for tuning in. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss a breakdown. Tell us your favorite fight, your MVP, and thoughts. Peace.